Okay, so I'm sharing my screen, and today we are just going to finish whatever the basic command. And last session we have discussed mainly about the file permission. So hope that part is clear to all of you, right? Especially I'm not sure about Diptanu, Uma and Abhishek, that how to give permission, that is clear to all of us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So today we are going to focus on mainly two parts, few handful of few basic command that is being used by professional that we are going to finishing today. And apart from that, we are going to just learn how to set the environment for database, because ultimate aim we are going to learn SQL. So at least you guys will be in position to do the basic setup, so you will start doing practice. So first I'll do with my own, and the same thing you all are going to do in your that cloud environment. Same thing, okay? And I'll just show you guys in my local system, but you all will do this in the cloud system. And the same credential, maybe IP will be different. Rest everything is same, and the same step, not exact 100%, but 99.9% same everything you have to do with your own. Okay, so hope you all are getting my screen, right? Or not? Yes, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So as I mentioned, this is the system what I'm going to use, and this is in my local machine. And this is the same operating system what you guys are just doing practice. I'm showing you guys for last few days. So though it is there in the local system, we need to start it. In cloud, the thing is already started. So you have to just log in and start working. So here we have to give the user ID in GUI format. Okay. So just wait for a few more seconds, and you all know the standard password what we are giving. The standard password will be Oracle only. So Oracle user is also Oracle, password is also Oracle. Okay, so here also user is already there, password. And if you remember this thing we have done in local system very last time. Now we have just gone through one of the very basic thing and very important VI editor. At least we have learned how to create one file, how to write it into this, how to remove it, how to search it, how to remove multiple line, how to search from top to bottom, bottom up. So these kind of things, how to just exit without saving the content, how to save the content. So all the basic stuff we have gone through. And to start with, this only used to gives us little bit challenge. If you are done with this very handful of command and the process, your life will be much more easier, because rest whatever extra advanced thing is there might be hundreds of maybe thousands of commands are there, but if you are clear with this, you are able to do it. You have to just google it. There are hundreds of maybe thousands of commands are there, but that those hundreds or thousands are not being used on the daily basis. Daily basis hardly maybe 25 to 30, that's it. Okay, now so rest what we have gone through, how to just create blank file, that we have seen. We have gone through different options for display like ls with different option, means lt and ltr. So those stuff we have already discussed. What else, what new thing, keeping in mind, again I'm just repeating this thing many times, keeping in mind as if you have joined the company, you will start working. Okay, I'm not just discussing each and every point what is there in the list. No, based on, as I mentioned, 50% of the command you will be just knowing, which is being done by professionals, experienced, fresher, everyone. Okay, now today we are going to just focus few things. Like we all know in Windows we have to zip the file, zip or unzip. Same thing if somebody will ask us to perform in the Linux or Unix, any Unix flavor system, how to do that part. Okay, so say for example here, let me suppose this file is there. I know this is very tiny file. So let me go to the folder. And again, we have discussed something called how to check the drive and all those kind of thing. Okay. So here, suppose one file is there. What is there inside file and all those, we don't know. Simple, what the instruction you got from your boss, and that instruction is just coming as in the form of, okay, hey, look, can anyone from team zip the file? He have given a name and location, and the name and location is already, I have already selected. That means exp_abc.dmp. We don't know what is there inside file, what is DMP, we don't know. This, for us, this is simple one file. We got instruction from boss that we have to zip it. Okay. Or vice versa. Maybe if it is in zip format, you have to learn how to unzip it. Okay. Any idea, anyone?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Very easy command. See, zip file name. Okay. Here, what it is saying, zip warning, missing the initial property. So whenever we are, zip is there, one more command is there, COMPRE, compress and file name. Okay. So this is, so whenever we are getting this bad command or something called something is missing, that means simply this particular zip related stuff is there, but that is not completely installed. Number one. Number two, you are giving command called compress. So this command itself is not available. Whenever we are talking about command is not available, that means the software which is being used for this activity, that means compress or zipping, that is not properly installed, or the first one, zip, is not properly working. You are going to use in any of your environment. So two command in industry being used. Number one, what I'm just right now going to use, G zip and the file name. So here, this stuff, this particular thing is also not working. That means this is also not installed. So once we will receive the server, the same command I'll just show you, and it will just give us maybe 5-second maximum. It will take 5 seconds and it will just zip the file. Now, why it is not working? Again, I already explained. So this, if it is no such file or no bad command or some warning, so this particular utility, this particular package, this particular software, whichever term you can use. Okay, so this is not available. This is not installed or configured in this server properly. That is the reason it is not working. Now, it's supposed to work. Definitely something is there. One more thing. Let me try one more time. Just a second. Okay, so now it is working. I'll tell you why it was not working there. See, it is working here, and depending on the size, depending on the capacity of your server, That is depending on the file size and the capacity, the processor capability. It depends how long it will take to zip it or compress it. So for us, what I mentioned, maybe it will take 5 seconds or maybe 5-6 seconds. So same thing it took. Now, see, now here is a very, very important, very vital thing I'm showing you that is again used by professional on the daily basis in any range, 0 year, 10 year, 20 year. What is that? How to zip the file. Now, most important part to start with as a fresher, when I'll ask you guys, okay, this is the file. Can anyone tell me, any one of you, what is the size of this file? I already told you guys how to look at the size, but in the real life, and this is exact example of real life, as if you are working, and this is the real work we are doing. It's not that dummy and all those things, okay? Because this is being used for one of our internal project. Now, question is, what is the size of the file? Anyone?
Sir, that is written 138457088.
Yeah. So how we will, it is a kilobyte or byte or MB or GB or TB. Just like in Windows also we can see the file, right? Size.
A byte. It is
file.
byte.
Yeah. So whenever we are asking, or your boss will ask, okay, Abhishek or maybe Dipthanu or Uma, can you please tell me the size? So you will say 138457088 byte, or you will represent is little bit more standard way.
So divide by 1024 and we'll get how many KB?
So
Or
do
MB.
you think your boss will give that time?
That we will get idea of.
No, definitely you are correct. You are not. I'm not saying you are saying wrong. You are absolutely 100% correct. Okay, but definitely some way out is there. So you can at least you can give the idea of the means size in standard format, maybe GB, maybe MB, or maybe TB, depending if it is very small, less than a GB. So definitely MB we will say. So the
138
size.
MB. 138 MB something.
Yeah. So how we are going to say, because right now this figure is there, it may be little bit more, maybe 10 times more, maybe 1,000 times more. How we are going to calculate? So I'm going to give you guys just clue the way I have learned to start with my career. So we all know, you correctly mentioned Abhishek that okay, 1024. We will divide this entire thing. So though it is by default in byte, BYT, okay? By default is byte. So if we will divide 1024, so it will be what? KB means then MB, then GB in that way, right? So byte, simply what I'll do, how I'm calculating. See, I'll remove this 3 line. Whatever is there left, it's KB. Again, I remove this 3. Whatever is remaining is MB. So ultimately it is tentative 138 MB. This is the way we used to calculate. I know it's not accurate because you can say, sir, it's 1024 to 24 byte every time we are losing. That's okay. That is not going to some research purpose. If we'll do, then we will go for that. But this is the way we used to calculate, or we used to just say the size of the file. Is it making sense?
Yes, sir.
Again, I'm repeating. So total, whatever is there, I'll remove 3 digits, and whatever is left, that means 1, 3, 8, 4, 5, 7. That is KB, kilobyte. Though default was byte, so it is KB. I'll remove again 3, so it will become MB. So 138 MB is the size. So same formula you will now. If you will see after zip, after compressing the file, what is the size? If somebody will ask us, This is KB?
38 MB.
Yes. So 138 MB become 38 MB. Making sense?
Yes, sir.
Uma, are you getting?
Yes, sir. Last 6 digit.
Yes.
No.
3 means first 3, then 3, and 3 till you are not getting it. Okay. Now, chip is already done, but how to unzip it again? And question for interview is why we are zipping the file. One is releasing the space or whatever size is there. It was occupying maybe 138 MB. Right now it is occupying 38 MB only. So we are saving the space of this. And this size may be 100 times or maybe 1000 times more. So the real life, we used to just zip it. It will help us to transfer this file from one server to another server. I'm repeating. This file, if the size is bigger, transfer time will be much more. Apart from the space issue, the size means the time will take to transfer the file is much more. So one of the main reason we are zipping. Before transferring it, zip it and then transfer. And again, there you can unzip it if needed. Now, how to unzip it? So just like G zip we did, so G unzip. Very basic, very powerful command for any professional. And then file name, whatever file name is there. See, it back to file. Same thing. So this is one of the main command what we are doing on the daily basis. Now, in specific files, we are using different search pattern. Say, for example, as I mentioned, last to last class, we were discussing some log, right? Log file I was discussing log file. So today right now I'm going to show you guys how the real log file looks like for any type of server. So right now I'm going to show you guys the Oracle log file. Oracle log file, Oracle is a software. Whenever we are working with it, maybe starting it, shutting down, some error came. So everything is getting, which is critical. Maybe it's a warning, maybe some major activity you are doing. That is everything is going to be kept under that log file. Each and every software, just for FYI, is having the default log location. Sir, how we will come to know what is the default location for X server, Y server, G server? Whenever you will go and work on the specific server, specific softwares, while installation of that, you only will give the path for log file. So definitely you are going to come to know. But sir, suppose you are talking about one specific software like Oracle, how I will come to know? So there is a process is in place. You are going to get a document. Your senior will tell this is the location. But each and every standard software in the world, they have some naming convention. They have some standard where that particular log file will be placed, will be located. So nothing to be worried. Each and every software, they have default location for the log file. But sir, I don't know the default location. You can Google it, you can search it, you'll get it. We have to have the basic concept clear. So what is the basic concept I'm talking about right now? Each and every software have their log file. If you have the server software name, simple Google it, you'll get it. Say for example, Oracle, you guys never worked. Okay, so you go search it, Oracle log file location. You'll come to know. See, it's there. And this is a location. This is a location. Okay. So you will get the clue. Some cases not 100%, but 99%. And these things you will be learning. Maybe if you are getting trained from somewhere, or maybe some document, it is there. So long story short, log file location, you will come to know while installation, while Googling it, while through getting KT knowledge transfer from your seniors. These are the way. So nothing to worry. Only worry is you should know what is log file, and hope you all are aware with what exactly log file is. Yes or no? Now, just 10-15 minutes back, I just used one command, and that command is how I used. Let me show you. I'm just repeating. This was the terminal in this way. It was looked like this, and what I did, su space hyphen root. Question is, what is root? Anyone have any idea? Root? Have you ever heard something root? Very basic, very powerful, very important. Okay. ROOT. कुछ तो बोलो हाँ ना.
Root in hierarchical is first.
Okay, on that way, here it is not applicable. Whatever, in whichever sense you are talking about, this is not true in this case. Okay, Abhishek, any idea?
The C drive identical.
Please once more. Somehow I missed it.
So I think it is equivalent to C drive, means the where it is originated or installed. I think. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. So you are saying it's a root drive. So to some extent, I know maybe you got it from Sanjay sir, I think, right? Or so. Anyways, here this root is not that root what you are talking about. Okay. So what is that? So if I'll compare this root with Windows, if I'll ask the same question in some Windows perspective, Windows operating system perspective. So question is, what is administrator user in Windows? So at least we all have idea, right? Administrator user.
Yes.
So whatever value, whatever we are talking about administrator in Windows, same thing here is root, ROOT. So it is a super user. That means it is going to have all the permission. If you log in with root, you are the king for that operating system. You can anything, you can break it, make it, whatever you feel like. So long story short, root is a super user for any Unix flavor operating system. Hope it is clear. Sir, can we change from root to anything else? No. Maybe equivalent any XYZ user you can create, you can give full permission like root, but root will be root. But sir, how we will give the password for root while installation of operating system? Any Unix flavor operating system I'm talking about right now. It's Oracle Linux we are using. It may be Red Hat Linux. It may be Sun OS. It may be HP UX, AIX, anywhere. While installation, just like in Windows also we used to give, same thing. Here also we have to give. And we are sitting on user. Now, question is, if somebody will ask us, okay, can you please tell me in which user you are sitting? How you are going to answer it? What user right now you are logged in with? So we know it's Oracle, but how to prove it? So to check who am I? Which user? So Oracle is the user right now we have logged in with. How to go to root user? That is another question. Very basic, very important. Just like we used to do in Windows, what switch user is there, right? One option we used to get switch user. Same way, SU, same thing, switch user. Which user you want to go? Root. You have to know the password. Just for FYI, password is root. Now I am giving, what is user?
Root.
Yes. So command we have to have is, who am I?
So local host.
No, local host is something. Local host is basically, this is the server name. Okay, I didn't give any name, so it's by default it's local host. It is showing. Just like in the cloud server, what you guys are using is SHA. SH is the name of the server, but here no name was given, so that's what it's showing, local host. But user is this. Make sense? So only two things we have learned: how to switch to different user. We have learned what is the super user in any Unix flavor system. Next, I want to go back to Oracle user. How to? Just type here exit. Exit or quit, both will work. The moment I'll give quit or exit, it will go back to the prompt from where we did SU. See, who am I? It's Oracle. Now, coming back to the file, what I was discussing, how to find out the log or how it looks like. So what is the purpose of cat command? Anybody remember? We have learned it.
Sir, it
What is
is
the use of cat command?
insert in file.
What file?
Which are make in directory.
No. So what we will do for cat? We will able to read the content of the file, right? Cat file name means whatever is written in the file that will be displayed. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yeah. So cat is the command through which we will able to read the content of file. So this is one file. You can ask, sir, but how we will come to know this is a file? When you will join the company, you will come to know few files are there that is meant for some purpose. So right now I'm telling this is the file where we will come to know where Oracle software is installed or got installed. So this is the location of the software. See, this is the location. So we have to go to that location. So right now I'm talking about Oracle. So Oracle configuration or Oracle software location is this. Same way, depending on different type of software, you are going to get input from your boss or from the document. It's totally depend in which project you are working. If you are on to database project, definitely this is the fact. But it might happen you are working on Java project. It might happen you are going to work on some machine learning or maybe any data science project. So it may vary, but whichever location your software will be, you will come to know where the log file will be. The whole idea of this discussion is to how to find out the log location. Okay. Now, again, the conclusion is it is there in the document where the log location is. So I know for Oracle, that's what I'm going to show you all. Okay. So one more thing we are going to discuss here, and that is known as setting the environment. It's very, very powerful. And you all, I know 100% you all know this thing. You all are knowing it. And despite of knowing it, we used to get confused due to lack of confidence. Okay. So just to check you all, if somebody will ask, suppose you have gone for your you can say campus interview and you got this question in the face-to-face interview, what is the environment variable or what is the environment in any operating system? How you are going to answer it? This question is open for both of you, Uma and Abhishek.
So environment is creating a suitable something for their code student or for the program student. This may be the thing.
Very good. Can you please repeat one more time? You are very near whatever. So this is what again one more time.
So environment is creating. I don't know what to say, but it is creating. It is making an environment or making something that their programs or codes or softwares can run without any error, like JVM. JVM is a virtual machine, but it is able.
So by setting the environment, what benefit you are getting? Tell me that. That's what I said. Nah, you guys know, but see, we failed to explain it, right? Same
Yeah.
statement I made. You all know, I know for sure, because the same situation I was into. And I can feel your stuff, what is going on. Each and every word I'm using, and you guys go to, oh my God, what is this? But after 4-5 minutes, the thing is at least a little bit clear. Uma, try करना है?
No idea, sir.
What?
No idea.
No idea. नाम सुनी नहीं हो? Environment set कर दो. Now, okay, that's okay. So the environment is nothing other than we are, just listen carefully. Okay, I'm not saying the definition. What I'm mean to say, so that you guys never forget in your lifetime. At least you should feel what is going on in the background or behind the scene. So coming back to the same example, what Abhishek was saying, some Java virtual machine. So you guys used to use first to run a Java program, first compile it, then run it, right? Java C file name, then Java file name, right? This is the way we used to run the program, basic program without any tool in the command prompt. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, setting the environment means whichever location you are working. Say, for example, right now I'm working in one prompt, right? So if you're working in Windows, maybe C, D, E, F, whichever prompt, command prompt. So in our operating system, there are n number of softwares getting installed for our own purposes, different purposes, right? So once we are installing any software, to run that software, it needs some sort of setting. What some sort of setting? Say, for example, right now I'm just putting one command, SQL plus. Have you guys heard about this particular keyword, SQL plus? Tell me yes or no. SQL plus, something you ever heard? This keyword?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Say, for example, Java C, that you have heard, right?
Yes, sir. Java compiler.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Java compiler. And same for Java also you have learned. So see here, I gave Java C, it work. At least it is detecting what is this, right? So how come this command prompt will understand what is Java C? It's a software, right? Java software. How this is recognizing in this prompt? The reason it is getting recognized in this prompt, because somewhere in some configuration file, some setting is there. Some setting is there. It says if somebody will type Java C, go to that software location and do the needful. I'm repeating. Once you installed Java software, the software location will be put somewhere in the configuration file in the operating system. And the moment we are giving Java C, it will go to that configuration file or that setup, and it will check where is the location of Java software. And it will go there and check what Java C is doing, and it will do accordingly. But if you will remove that setting in from that configuration file, though your software is there in operating system, Java C will not work. Make sense?
So, sir, it is basically a package.
Yeah, this is not a package. Basically, this is a configuration file that will make operating system to understand which all are the application softwares installed in your operating system. Because OS is itself a software, right? So we are having two type of software, broader sense. One is operating system, one is application, and one is we used to say the system software, that is Windows or Linux. One is application software. So any operating systems are known as system software, right? So once we are installing system software, system related file will run automatically. With the moment you will fire any command, it will work. But what about application? It's not necessary that always you installed any application software, it will work by default. While installation of the application softwares, internally that the location, the usage, all this thing is getting entered into the config file. And that config file, the moment you will give that specific command, if it is non-operating system command, what it will do? It will go to that file and it will search whether something called Java C is there installed. If yes, it will work. If not, if the entry is not there, Java C is Java related entry is not there in the operating system config file, it won't work. Same way for Java C or for Java compilation, Java C, Java running Java, we are knowing it. Same way for working in Oracle, you need one command or one interface, and that will come by giving this command. See, it is not working. This is SQL Plus is not working. This is one of the basic command for Oracle. To connect with Oracle through command prompt, we used to use this SQL Plus. This is just ABC for Oracle, okay? But it is not working right now. Why it is not working? Because so the stuff what we are saying environment is not known a keyword known to a keyword known as SQL Plus. And that is the reason it is not working. But software is there, I know, because I have installed it. But if the software is there, why it is not working?
So its path is not.
Yes.
No.
So what is path? The location of the software. Which software I'm talking about right now? Oracle. So we will let the operating system know that what is the location of Oracle software. And the moment we will let the operating system know the location of the software, whichever command I will give, along with all the location, it will go and search into the Oracle software location also. And though it is an Oracle command, it is available, it will able to find and execute in the Oracle library, because it understood it will go and check there what is SQL Plus, and it is written what is SQL Plus, what it will do this or that, XYG, it is already there. So coming back to the point, setting the environment means we are letting our the current this prompt right now, whichever prompt, it may be DOS prompt, right now it's a Unix prompt or Linux prompt. So it will let this prompt know that what is SQL Plus, or what all are the Oracle commands. Just like Java commands, two commands we discussed, Java C, Java. Likewise, Oracle, we are having many. None of them will work here until unless we will not let this environment know the location of Oracle software. So, how to set the environment? Different ways are there for setting different software's location or software, different software. In the case of Java, you guys work mainly in Windows. The moment you are installing Java software, it will go into the environment variable and it will set. And that is the reason you won't need to set every time. You work from anywhere, Java C, Java will work. But in case somehow it messed up, you guys get confused. Oh my God, what happened? But ultimately, you have to go to the path, means that environment variable is there. You have to put the location of the Java software and Java C or Java will start working. So that is the inside story. And these are the things when we will come into the real life work that we have to learn. And this is only one time. Once today, if you understood, you are done for lifetime. No need to worry. maybe instead of Oracle, some X database will be there. Maybe location will be different, but concept is same. Now, coming back to sir, how to set the environment for Oracle. So this is a command. This is a global. It's not that for Oracle, anywhere this command will work. Okay. Anywhere I'm talking about any Unix flavor operating system. So Ora env. Hit enter. Now you have to give the name of the database. But sir, how come I'll know that what will be the name of the database? So this command you should note down. Okay. Cat etc Ora tab. Okay. So because for practice this thing will work. You guys need it. Okay. So in this we are having, I have installed here 3 database. So 3 line is there. What is the name of all these 3? ABC is there, ORCL is there, SHA is there. So these are the name of databases. So for you, you guys can choose any one of it. So first I'll choose ABC only. Okay. So Ora env. The moment it will ask which database, for which database you want to set the software location. So any one of 3 you can give. You may get only one. That means in your server only one database is there. You may get 10. Means in your server 10 database got installed. You may get 0. No database is installed in your server. Question: how to find out whether any database is installed in your Unix operating system or not? You can check by giving cat etc Ora tab. This is global. Okay. If any entry is there, the very first word is the name of the database. If no entry is there, no database is installed in that particular server. So on the base of that, right now, how many databases are there in this server? 3 database. Okay, name is already there. So which database you want to work with? So ABC. So the moment I gave ABC, see, our current environment came to know the location of Oracle software. And now if I'll give the same command, SQL plus, see, it is working now. Why? Because in the environment, it has fixed, okay, if anything is there, it will go do search in all the location, including Oracle software location. So now, what is the username and password we will give? So for you guys, for your practice, you will be giving HR is the username and Oracle is the password. I'm repeating. For you guys, when you will do practice, you will use HR is the user and Oracle is the password. This you can note down. Now, right now, in next 2 minute, whatever activity I will do, this is basically for Oracle DBAs who is working in the industry. For you can ignore it. What we will be focusing on, maybe it will work for DBA, it work for developer, the basic part. So basic part, you should know only HR and Oracle, that's it. So right now, just for your information, what I'm going to do, right now server is down. Okay, I will make it up. So this is the command, no need to know this thing. Okay, this is again, I told you, this is high level thing. So ultimately, you should know what I'm doing. I'm starting the Oracle database server. That's it. It's right now, it's in down. whatever command I'm going to give, just ignore it for a few minutes, okay? Couple of minutes, I'll check something. Okay. So whatever, just last 1 minute, you can just cut it from your brain, okay, to avoid confusion. As I already told you what I did, I started the server. Now, what I said, for you guys, you will be using which username? HR. And let me check the password. I gave password called Oracle, as I mentioned already, HR and Oracle. So right now, this is the prompt you can use, or you can learn all the SQL command or SQL part. If I'll remind you guys, day one session, as I mentioned, we are going to focus on two parts. One is Linux. So Linux basic idea, we already got it. Now we are going to focus on SQL part. Why SQL? It is needed for everybody in entire IT world. Whichever area you go, okay, you need it. Okay, whichever position you need it. That is the reason we are going to focus on that. Okay, so if I'll conclude in last 10-15 minute discussion, we have learned what is the environment. Setting the environment means what is happening in the background, that should be clear to us. If we will not set, we will not able to log in. SQL Plus will not work. So setting the environment means we are letting the environment know what is the location of the softwares, what we are going to use. That is the answer basically. Clear, everyone? If somebody will ask us what is the environment, setting the environment means what? We are letting that particular prompt know the specific location of the specific software what we are going to use. Different softwares is having different technique to setting the environment. We have learned Oracle, how to set .orinv, give the name of the database, that's it. Setting the environment, any question?
No questions, sir.
Okay. Now, next, coming back to the log, because that is the main whole point. So there are different technique to know the location. I remember it. That's what I'm just giving right now. See, these are the different file is getting generated. Whenever we start the server, whatever activity, everything is getting tracked here. See, .log file. ABC is the database name. So, and just I wanted to show you what exactly inside this. VI file name, hit enter. Now see, so many lines are there. Now, if you want to see the latest status, you have to go at the bottom of that particular file. How you'll go? See, it's a huge number of line, more than 10,000, something like that. So how to go in the back? And that is the reason we have learned colon, then $sign. And here is, we came to this. And if you will see, I gave some command. I'll show you what command I gave and what all are the things happening in the background. And everything is getting tracked. what you did. Somebody, suppose your boss asked that, okay, Abhishek, can you please tell me at what time your database, somebody have started database, or your team member or our team member have started database? How you will tell what time? So here, one of the way to find out, you go and check the log, and you will come to know that in which, at what time this particular database has been started, and you will come to know in this location itself. If you'll go in the bottom, you will come to know the, what is the time? Right now is it's a 1910 time. It's 1903. So 7 minutes back we have started database. So whatever is happening in the server behind the scene, because server is already running, each and everything is getting tracked in this log file. Such an important log file is for anybody. So hope we are crystal clear what we all are talking about, log file. And we have seen the example for Oracle, but it is applicable throughout the globe for any software related, any package, it's application, it's any, you name it, any. Concept is 100, 200% same. Clear, Abhishek, Uma?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what else? One more thing, though we are getting into this. So, somebody, in case of Oracle, somebody will ask, sir, but how to find out any error is there in this server or not? Everything is good. How to find out? So, depending on different type of software or application or database, different kind of errors are throwing. In Oracle, this is international keyword. Globally, whoever is working as a Oracle database administrator, this is a global keyword, and that is known as ORA, capital mein hyphen ORA. So if something is entered into log file related to ORA, it's related to some issue. That issue may be critical, maybe warning, maybe in, but it's reported some or the other issue. So whenever we are getting any kind of error related to ORA, we have to be very vigilant or very active. So something or the other might be wrong. Okay. So how to check? So what we have to do, we have to just search which keyword, ORA, as I mentioned only. So the moment your boss said, okay, Abhishek, it seems some issue with the database. Can you please check the log? You have to come, you have to open the file and check for what? ORA. That's it. And if you are getting something, hit enter, see. ORA unable to analyze this. Some problem is there, but it is, you can say, sir, what I found that on April 5th, some error came related to permission. You can copy paste, send an email to boss. But sir, if it is maybe 2, 3, 4, 10 error, then though I'm assuming you guys are just joined as a fresher. So you click on next N button. So nothing is there. See, so only one this error you can send saying, sir, I found only one ORA error in the alert log file. Please find below. Just copy paste, send it to your boss. That's it. And if you spend some time, you'll come to know what is this. This error is very critical, or you can ignore it later on. But Now you join as a fresher, maybe 1 year, 6 months, like that. You will just keep doing this type of monitoring only. And slowly you will come to know which one is critical, which one is problematic, which one you can ignore, which one is very critical. You have to take action now. Slowly you will come to know. And this is a real life stuff what we all are talking about. It's not that just tell me one another. Okay, so that is the reason I said how to search from bottom up. So bottom up means from down up. So latest error you will able to get. Latest means maybe now or maybe in last 10, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour. So you'll able to catch it, the latest one, and you can give that error to your boss or your senior, and they will analyze whether this is means we have to take action right now, or you have to take action later on. Okay. Now, I am into this alert log file. How I will get out from this? Tell me. You need to help me to get out from this particular file I have logged in or I have just opened. What happened? Nobody remember? Uma, Abhishek.
So it is escape.q colon q.
Step Q.
Q and that.
Enter. Okay, great. Now, one of the very important learning I'm going to share, and again, to start with, it's nothing if you'll understand it. After maybe 2 minutes, you'll say, sir, this is nothing great or nothing new in it. But again, to start with my career, I faced a lot. And that is VI, we have learned, and right now I'm going to use view alert log this. So if I'll enter here, same file open. Same thing. If I'll search Aura error, it will just show us the same thing. Okay. Now, question is, what is the difference between VI file name and view file name? Is both are same or having some difference? If difference, when to use VI, when to use view? Right now, what I would like to means my expectation from you guys, are you getting the question? Yes or no? Answer is very easy.
Can you repeat the question?
Question is, what is the difference between a VI file name and VI view file name?
Sir, in case of BI, I think we are able to make some changes, and view, I think not.
Very good. See, smart. So, if you are working in any alert logs file, you are not entitled to do any minor change. It's crime. Okay. So, as per standard practice, you will be opening all the alert log or log file not with VI. It's a view. View means read only. You, what have we say correctly mentioned. So all the alert log file will be opened with this command as per standard. Though I have shown you guys VI, but as per standard, alert log file will be. So now if you see, if I want to write something, suppose I give enter, insert, and I want to write something or the other. Okay.
So it was read only written in the bottom.
Yes, yes. Hello all. And now, if you want to exit it, Q, see, no write since last attempt. But if you want to give save W, Q, see, read only. What is the way to exit from here now? Because you have written something. If you are quitting it, is showing you have to save it. And when you are saving it, it is showing you cannot, it's a read only, you cannot save it. So it's a confusion, right?
Yes.
So what is the way out? How to exit from here? That also answer is known to both of you.
So don't remember it.
Q exclamation. Forcefully quit. As I mentioned, if you don't want to save it without saving, you want to quit. So forcefully, how to quit without saving? So Q exclamation mark, right? See. So without saving the thing, we basically got out from that. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So these are the basic and very powerful stuff we used to use in our professional life. Now tell me, in last 3-4, to be more specific, maybe 4 hour, whatever we will or we learn, is it something very, very great?
I didn't get you.
I'm not talking about the technicality part. I'm talking about if somebody will give this guidance, is it very tough? It is very something great nobody can able to understand. Is it like that?
No, sir.
Not at all, right?
Yes, sir.
But
Active
these are the
mind can
things
get it.
only. Yeah.
Very
But
easy.
these are the things we are working. Now think 3 days back, whatever the basic idea about Linux and C now, in only 3 to 4 hours, how much thought process changed is already happened or going to happen with you guys.
Yes, sir. Getting more confident with Linux.
Yes. And coming back to point, if you guys remember, skills, self-confidence, followed by respect time, and you all are on right track on that sense, basically. And you don't know the value of this only 3 hour, the confidence you got and the moment you will speak for any interview and anything. So your thought process will be altogether different. Only 3 hour makes such a huge difference. Command wise, hardly what 15-20 command total, if you remember, in 3-4 hours, or maybe 25-30, not more than that. And that 30 command total, even not 30, but sake of just counting and making 30, this is around 50% of the daily activity we all are doing. We means maybe 0 to 20 years experience I'm talking about.
That's amazing.
Okay, yeah. So that's it. The only the message I used to convey to whoever is used to just attend the session, that we are not doing any rocket science. Yes, small thing, we have to just know it and implement it, and that's it. And these small thing is just making change to a lot of handful of guys. And on the daily basis, I used to get from whoever just got job from us, they used to ping me. Even yesterday, one guy is pinged me. I forget his name, and let me check. Um, Yeah, that guy just see. Urgent requirement. So in Kolkata, in you can say in last few months, there are a handful of guys. Even as I mentioned in the day one to you guys, commerce graduate, arts graduate, they are just working. So right now, requirement and to start with, they are going to get around 35K. Standard is 35K for Kolkata for DBS. Means, and you'll surprised to know, maybe after 1 year, the amount will be, if you are again working hard, it may be 50 to 100% hike. 50 to 100%.
Wow.
So yeah. So and if you just search, simply search, there are plenty of job opportunity, all from not only anywhere in the world. Though here it is just showing India, and almost every time you will be getting 2 days back, 3 days, n number of small company to big company. Every one are just looking for those. Such a popular stuff is this. But yes, as I mentioned day one, for Oracle DBS, the skill level and the stuff is a little bit higher. So,
So what are the competition of Oracle DBA?
see,
Alternate.
if you will do little bit thorough research, no competitor are there for Oracle.
Okay.
Oracle have their own market. Oracle, the segment is go for any banking, core banking in the world. If you'll go for core banking in the world, there is no competitor for Oracle as such. Relational database, they are monopoly. And that is the reason such a high demand and all that. Now they are also just competing with that Amazon means cloud also. And this is not known to everybody, because see, to start with, if you'll search for this now, it's so costly.
So AWS also works in the same category.
No. AWS and those things is cloud. Cloud is what? It's just infrastructure, nothing else.
Okay.
That infrastructure will work for what purpose? AWS is just giving infrastructure with n number of software embedded with that. So that is making people's life pretty easy. That is AWS mainly famous for DevOps, means development work. A lot of automation is getting done through AWS. So that is altogether different thing. So we are getting confused with this. AWS is what? It's a cloud service, right? And it includes everything. Means development, then automation, then that database. But database in this Oracle doesn't support that in big way. There are a lot of dependencies and all those. And though Oracle is now into cloud, so whichever problem AWS used to face for Oracle, they will not support. So it's a business policy, right? So they will not support. So whoever is using, suppose any bank is using AWS infrastructure for Oracle database, if they stuck somewhere, and if Oracle will say, no, this is my product, it will not work on AWS. So what they will do? They're bound to come back to Oracle Cloud. So these are the big level of game used to. This is what basically for competition and all those kind of things.
Yes.
But normally, long story short, yes, demand. See, I'm not saying that only Oracle. Demand is there for every. If you know the skill, job is there.
Yeah.
It's not that means job is there in only Oracle. Yes, Oracle stability is there. Pay package is pretty high compared to other. That's it. Nothing more than that. It's not that other area job is not there. But yes, you have to have the proper skill. Then only you will just So anyways, that's it for today, and tomorrow we will be just one onwards. We'll be focusing on the SQL part. Whatever the basic idea for Linux, we are done.
This sir, Oracle SQL is same as the normal SQL, no? MySQL, whatever you write.
Yes, yes. See, whichever you can, if you know any RDBMS, you are too good with all the relational database and non-relational database also. So nothing to be worried.